Welcome back, collectors, to another video by J. Francis Reviews. What I have for you today is another Boxed Heroes opening. This one's actually from August. So I already posted my video for September, but I did something a little bit different with that one. I had a non-subscriber box opening and then a subscriber box opening. I didn't do that for August, and I kind of set this one to the side. And so we're going to open this now and see what we got and go through this one. And hopefully we have a winner in here. So we got the card. You know what this is all about. We're here to save you from other boxes. We've also got a DC Justice League card in here. Little Power Girl in there. 50 in a series of 150. Kind of cool. We have some stickers. Look at the little Iron Man. And it's a me, Mario. And then, right off the bat, we have the subscriber bonus book. So this is a Stanley Art Jim Lou variant, the new trial of Magneto. So I skipped this series, and I'm happy I did because now I ended up getting one of the variant books. So pretty cool that I got one of those. Looks like we have some free comic book day comics. King Shark, pretty popular character right now. And the Batman one that was pretty sought after. I went to a couple different comic book stores for free comic book day, and this was the only one that they were really controlling people from having. You get one Batman book and then you can pick a couple of the others. So pretty cool that I got another one of those. Let's take a look here. Ultimate Spider-Man number 99. Not too bad at all. Black Panther from Marvel Knights. Okay, so this is something from the late 90s when they did their little Marvel Knights branding. That didn't last very long. Marvel Comics presents Wolverine. So Presents was a nice little series that featured a bunch of different characters. This is one from Wolverine, and this is in spectacular condition. I mean, it's stapled. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but like the stapling's a little weird, but the cover itself is just in like immaculate condition. I mean, it's really good. It's the pages are kind of turned over because it was folded and stapled weird, but this is really just a really great cover. I don't think there's too much value to it, but I mean, any old school Wolverine from the 90s is pretty sought after. All right, Jupiter's Legacy. We've all heard of this, probably from the Netflix. So this looks like it's a number one, probably a pretty late printing, I would imagine, from this one. I don't really know too much about these comics. I haven't collected any. I think I do have one from a previous comic book box. But obviously it did get a lot more popular from the TV show, and then when it got canceled right away, well, that, you know, it's kind of cooled off since then. All right, Something is Killing the Children, number 18. So obviously a very sought after series. I'm sure this will be auctioned at some point to some streaming service. And then the new books obviously came out, the House of Slaughter. So there's only more popularity coming for that series. Moon Knight number 2. So I do have the first one of that, the Scotty Young variant. I actually got one in the previous box. So continuing off, I have not collected any of these newer Moon Knights except for the ones that I did get in this box, so that's pretty cool. Okay, not sure on this one. DC Black Label. So Batman Reptilian number 3, the Cully Hammer variant. Pretty cool cover, like a trade cover, I guess. So not too bad. Department of Truth, issue number 1. This is the 6th printing. So there's been a lot of these printings of this number 1 book. That 5th printing is that one that was the error in it. So this was the reprinting of that. There's so many of these books out there. This first issue has been reprinted so many times. But hey, you never know when there's demand for it. Sometimes it doesn't matter how many are out there. And I mean, the X-Men number 1 is the most printed book of the 2nd volume from like the 90s. It's the most printed book ever. There's like 5 million copies out there, but that book still got like $10 value just because of how many how much demand there is for it. So who knows, that could still be a very valuable book. And then the last book, King Spawn #1. This is the original cover. And yeah, for $6, definitely worth that cover price. It's a very heavy book. And the new series, this is a very hot commodity right now. All of the Spawn books have gone up in price. I was happy that I ended up getting a Spawn #1 and some of those older issues when I did, because now they're like through the roof. But yeah, pretty decent box all the way through, I would say. Definitely a healthy mix, some older ones as well as some first printings. Let me look through these in a little bit more detail, see if any of these have any value I may not be aware of. Okay, so I've checked through these books. Nice actual kind of healthy mix. There are some definitely like brand new books. Most of them were like brand new books. And then a couple of them were older books, from even like the 90s and whatever. This Comic Presents, this is actually gives you the origin to the name Wolverine. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'll link one of the pictures so that way you guys can see the frame from the book itself. It doesn't have a ton of value or anything like that, but just pretty cool that you know the origin of it. And this book's in really, really, really good shape. So I liked it. As far as the grading goes, for a cost, if I was just looking at these books alone, it would have been a 1.5. However, with the free comic book day books, these books in general do have a little bit of value to them. You can buy them online for anywhere from $2 to $4. So they have some value in their own right. Obviously, this is a few months after getting this collection. So I gave it a 2. It's a little bit higher, more cost than normal. Most of these books are at cover or below. So, I mean, in general, for just the 10 books by themselves, like I said, I would have probably given it a 1.5, but a 2 is a pretty good grade. For collectability, I gave it a 1.25. Like I said, they're mostly just kind of recent books. You did get a variant here and there, but nothing like too crazy. 1.25, a little bit below expectation than I would have normally for a box and by itself. For condition, I gave it a 3. All these books are in really good condition. You got the best possible packaging for them. They're in Mylar. They got the boards. So 3 is right there. And then for the accuracy of the listing, I gave it a 2. So with that, you're looking at an 8.25. Not the best box that I ever got for Boxed Heroes, but certainly still not a bad deal. Like I said, with the free comic book day books by themselves, I mean, that puts you at 12 books. And even if you just get cover, you're still at the very, very least making your money back. But yeah, for August, it's not terrible. Not the highest grade. Actually, probably the lowest grade that I got, but you got extra books, so not too bad. But what do you guys think? Have you guys been pleased with Boxed Heroes lately? I did get a link to Boxed Heroes for the sale that they have for Black Friday. And so they have a sale for $20 for boxes. I ended up getting a couple of those. So I can't wait to see those, open those up in a future video, something to look out for. And if you like these videos, subscribe. Obviously, we still have the contest going on, so let me know which one of those books that you'd like to have. Once we get to 100 subscribers, I will announce some of the winners for those. So appreciate you as always, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.